First off, Coach, initial reactions from that practice.
Coach Jackson, sorry. I want to take maybe one step closer. You're right there. You're right there. Perfect. Go ahead, Trevor. Go ahead.
Initial reactions from that practice.
Very competitive. I love the way the defense bowed up in the red zone area. I think they struggled a little bit last week with our red zone drill, and you could tell Coach Stalker made some good adjustments, right? Got those guys coached up and did a lot better job in that red area on defense.
Speaking of defense, how do you think that's developing? How do you think the installs are going so far?
I think it's going really well. I think the guys have really caught on to what we're trying to do conceptually, and it's enabled them to play fast, and I think you're seeing guys making some plays as a result.
I overheard you say that was maybe the most fun you've had all spring.
Man.
What made it so fun?
Just the competitive nature, the energy, the attention to detail. We talk a lot about practicing like a pro. Obviously, our quarterbacks are not live. Newey Myers today would have had 3 sacks, but he didn't even get anywhere close to the quarterback because he was under control, playing with great aggression, but again, under control and with great poise. So I think that's what made it fun, right? That we were able to practice so hard, really get after it, but stay safe and be smart with our teammates.
So now we have less than a week to the spring game. Do the practices you have remaining, is there more you have to fit into those now, or is it are you still on the same progression, ramping up?
Yeah, I think you try to kind of get whatever we needed and hadn't had yet, try to get that in Tuesday. Thursday will be a lot lighter on their legs, and then Friday, let's go play some football.
Yeah. Sorry. One more. Where do you think you've seen the most improvement in spring, whether it's one side of the ball, one position group, the whole team mentality? Where do you think you've seen the most improvement?
I think we've really improved with our maturity, right? Understanding that, yes, we're competing against each other every single day, and it's going to get combative, but we're also on the same team. The Vandals aren't on the Vandals schedule this year. So I think our guys are just much more mature, playing with much more poise, and I think we're having a lot more efficient practices as a result.
Just piggyback on top of that, what have you learned about this team so far, maybe personality-wise, culture-wise?
I think the big thing I've learned about this team is they really enjoy being with each other. This is a group that it doesn't matter if we're practicing at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., right? These guys are ready to go and have really come out with great energy. All of our practices up to 12, right, so far. And I think that's what's impressed me the most about the group for sure.
Is there anything that you have noticed that you want to fix before spring?
There's a lot. Yeah, plenty. I think we can never be too good at our footwork. We can never be too good at our technique. I think a lot of the I don't know if we call them busts, but like mistakes that we're making on up front, especially on offense and on defense, have a lot to do with just footwork, right? Having better technique. So I think as long as we continue to understand and grasp the scheme, we can work on all that technical stuff over the summer.
One thing Coach Shoemaker said is they're testing the aptitude of Joshua Wood and the quarterbacks. How have you seen the quarterbacks develop in this new system?
Really well. I mean, there's a lot of offense available right now. We have put basically everything that we could possibly have in. And so to see those guys still operating at a high level and still making throws at a high level, making their reads, I think is really impressive in terms of just their development.
When it gets here on Friday, what do you want to see in the spring game?
Stay healthy. No, I know that's the easy answer. But no, honestly, I want to see piggyback off what Trevor asked, just better operation, cleaner operation on offense, just making sure that we're not having any procedural penalties, we're not lining up incorrectly, and then defensively handling tempo, right? We're going to see tempo all year in this league, and so just being able to get a line correctly, and once you can get a line, you can go play football.
Thank you, Coach.
Good.
Appreciate it.
You bet, man. Great to see you, brother.
Good to see you, too.
Thank you, Coach.